This one blew me away. Hello, dear friend.
Great to see you.
Welcome back to QVC, because Robert Elizondo has brought us his best-selling turquoise watch of all time, arguably the best-selling gemstone watch of all time at QVC, coming from the leader in gorgeous sterling watches, and that's Robert. And Robert Elizondo, the first time I looked at this, I said, wait a minute. Sleeping Beauty turquoise doesn't even come in a size that big. You really worked your magic with this gorgeous timepiece.
For sure. No, that is so true. You know, when you were showing that pendant a second ago, I was going to say, you don't know how huge that stone is. I've gone through buckets of Sleeping Beauty turquoise since I was a kid, and I'm telling you, you do not see large stones. You didn't see it then. You definitely do not see it now.
Right.
So,
and you know, he knows.
I definitely know.
Last month at the featured price of $249, the 6 easy payments, which comes in at under $2 a day, and the free shipping and handling, that's all gone at the end of the day, my love. And so we have silver, we have beautiful real gold clad over the silver in yellow, in rose, and then the one that just went off like wildfire in January, the black rhodium. So
yeah, gorgeous.
Tell us the story behind the design of this watch.
Well, you know, we were asked to do a Sleeping Beauty turquoise watch, and I initially was like, no, there's no way that's going to happen. We can't get the supply, we can't get the size we need. And then like a light went off, and I remembered that we'd done mosaic dials before in mother of pearl. I thought, let's try it with a Sleeping Beauty. We'd be able to use the smaller material available. We would be able to get enough of the smaller material to do, you know, a quantity. And in fact, we get to see it here. So we used the mosaic technique. It worked out beautifully, Jane. You see here, we have to hand cut each one of the little tiles. There's 64 tiles on each watch dial. 64 of these little squares. Here you see them assembled in a pattern, ready to be adhered to the metal disc which forms the dial. Each one of those is sanded and formed precisely to the case. Each one of them is hand finished. And then you will see, of course, the finished dials here over, you know, the stones that they're made from. We've got those beautiful markers overlaid over each one of these dials. Beautiful rope pattern on that index. It really gives it some depth, some texture, some style, but it also makes them incredibly easy to read, which I think is so important.
Oh, it does. I mean, I had a watch on the other day, not yours, and I was like, well, this is pretty, but I can't see what time it is, so I'm not wearing this anymore because I really don't. Even with my readers, it was a little difficult. And I love that you adjust it. So Robert was the first person ever to give these wonderful fold-over clasps. By the way, I own this in the silver, and maybe you do too. Get another color. With Easy Pay going away at midnight and the price going up at the end of the month, get another color, but the classic silver and the real gold clad over the silver are the two colors that are going the most quickly. But you give us these extra inserts. I have it at the smallest, which is the 6 3/4. But Robert, you were the first person ever to come up with this, and it was brilliant that we didn't have to worry about a size or go and get it professionally changed.
Hey, look, I'm a huge fan of instant gratification like anyone else, and you know, the fact that you can take these clasps out, take them on and off yourself right out of the box is so fantastic, because before, you know, admittedly, you'd have to get a watch, you'd have to take it to a jeweler, get it sized, and now with this particular system, not only can you size it instantly right out of the box, Jane, but you can also change up the length on your watch so that maybe some days you can wear it more loosely, maybe you want to layer it, maybe other days you want it more snug underneath a blouse or a jacket. So it gives you that flexibility as well.
And you're getting something that is, as again, designed by Robert. He is the leading sterling designer, especially when it comes to watches. And in this case, all this handwork, how much longer will we even be able to keep reordering this from you? Because tell everyone, I mean, you've got such wonderful stories about the Sleeping Beauty Mountain. I've even blogged about you. I love your story.
You know, it's so great to think back to, you know, my father like rustling me out of bed at 4:30 in the morning to drive out to the mine depot, which is actually closer to Phoenix, and go through these buckets of turquoise. Like, I wanted to do that, but it was, you know, it was indelibly printed on my mind, and you know, I couldn't help but actually love it too then, because these buckets of this beautiful, you know, natural stone that just came right out of the earth, and there you are, like sifting it for the first time. You're the first person with access to it. It was just so cool to see it, you know, right out of the earth like that.
And that's the Sleeping Beauty mine that is now closed. I loved how you said to me that then as a designer, you went to Europe and saw your favorite beautiful gem now set in gold, now set in these other precious metals. So here's what we have for you. Robert, we started here, actually. We started with all sterling silver, and this has become the best-selling gemstone watch that we can remember. Then Robert added the gorgeous real gold clad over the sterling silver.
Yeah, this is all gold clad, exactly. Yellow gold clad, rose gold clad. I call it sunset rose clad because I think it's such a beautiful blush color pink. And then, of course, the beautiful black rhodium over the sterling. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous contrast of colors there. I think that's why it's been wildly popular since we just brought it in.
Oh, it was so funny. Robert and I were together at midnight when it was first introduced, and it was like, are there's going to be any left for the rest of the day? And remember, that mosaic technique that you saw, all finished by hand, gives you a face which is over an inch in diameter. And then look what Robert did as well. He gives you on the crown.
Exactly. Beautiful cabochon, hand-cut cabochon on the crown.
Yeah, we don't have any other Sleeping Beauty watches because, like, why would we even bother? Because
this
could
is it.
come
Yeah,
close
we stopped.
to this.
We're like, this is gorgeous. We stop here.
And today, stopping at midnight, West Coast is the 6 easy payments and also the free shipping and handling.
Dial in for that.
He's got a lot of great things happening coming up in other gems.
Really exciting stuff for Gem Day later in the year.
Oh yeah,
We're working
be watching
hard
at midnight because there's one of those are going to be gone.